Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm a physiotherapist and clinical Pilates instructor at Inner Strength Bayside in Cheltenham. Welcome to our first Facebook Live Pilates class. So we're just double checking that it's filming at the moment. And so today we've got 20 minutes on the mat. We're going to work your core muscles, which are the stabilizing muscles that surround your lower back to keep you strong. And we're going to give you some options throughout. If you've got a theraband, keep it close. I'll give you some options for that as well. And it's for all fitness levels. I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. Let's have a lie down on your back. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a mat, just lie somewhere on some carpet is fine as well. We're going to just get your back in a comfortable position. So just tilt your pelvis back and forth. For some people, they prefer a flat back during their Pilates. For some people, they prefer a bit of an arch. So somewhere in between your spine, or just work out what's good for you. Have your hands just lightly to your side. Just tense your shoulders up to your ears. Feel that tension arise around your shoulders. That's what we don't want you to feel throughout this. So just relax your shoulders there. Okay, we're going to start with your feet and knees together and place your hands on your pelvis. All right, just want you to do some what's called bent knee fallout just to warm us up here. So we're going to turn on the side of one foot and come back in. Now have your hands on your pelvis. Feel for the bony bits there. Imagine there are headlights on the ceiling. And just make sure that you don't rock those headlights. We're going to alternate your knees. Good. Now this is one potential you could use a theraband with. I'm just going to ask my handy assistant to grab me a loop so I can show you. That's it. Make sure neck and shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Thank you. I was telling you all to be prepared, and I was prepared myself. As always, if you feel any pain throughout any of these exercises as well, particularly in your lower back and neck, just take a break. Do any stretches that you know help you, and just rejoin us when you're ready. So this theraband option just will engage a bit more of your glutes if you've got it. Good. If you want a little bit extra, you can bring your hands up and add an arm moving out at the same time as well. This is something, in the future, if you've got any dumbbells as well, you can add that to it too. Good. Let's do another 2 on each side. Good. Last one. Nice. Now, if you've got your theraband around your knees, feel free to keep it there. Otherwise, you can take it out. We're going to do some bridging. So hands just lightly to your side. We're going to peel the spine off. So tilt your pelvis back, lift the tailbone up, activate your buttock muscles, and peel yourself coming up just as high as is comfortable. Some people's backs won't like being right up the top, so just work in your pain range and curl it back down. The other thing that some people's backs won't like is the curl. So if that's you, if you prefer just a pure lift, then just do that. Good. This is a really nice one if you've had any hamstring injuries, or if you're trying to, rehab hamstrings or glutes as well. And a nice one just to get the spine moving a little bit as well. And it also gives your back a bit of stretch at the very top if your back likes some extension there. Now, options to make this a little bit more challenging if you want it, is you can bring your hands over your chest. Good. We're going to do a few more like this, and then I'm going to give you some other options. Good. Let's do 2 more of these. Last one. Good. Now feel free to continue with that if that feels best for you. Otherwise, we're going to hold it at the top, and let's do 10 little pulses to really get these butt muscles firing. So 10 quick ones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and curl it back down. Nice one. Have a bit of a break there. Now, if you want to do a second set of bridges, just going up and down, just do that. If you feel like you want something extra, I'm just going to get rid of the band for this one. But we're going to probably start with your hands down. We'll just do one leg up at tabletop. So tabletop at top is that position of a right angle at your hip and your knees, the term that we use in Pilates. And you're going to push through the heel of the foot that's on the ground and lift yourself up. So again, great hamstring and glute exercise. And lower back down. Good. Now, some people start cramping a bit with this, so if that's you, just pull your leg up, give it a little bit of a stretch. But really try and activate your butt muscles, because if they're not working, you're definitely more likely to cramp. So let's do 5 on each side. So remember, push through the heel more than the toe. Lift yourself up. Inhale up, exhale down. So please never hold your breath during these sessions. I'll encourage you to inhale as you do the effort, so inhale as you lift, but if that feels wrong, feel free to exhale. Main thing is to keep breathing. Good, let's do 2 more on this side. Make sure hips are level. If you're not strong enough for this, you may see that one side's dropping down. So if you can't control that, then just go back to pushing through both feet. Right, let's swap sides. Have a bit of a break if you need it. Other leg up at tabletop. Think of working this butt muscle. Push through the heel, lifting up. Inhale up, down. 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice one. All right, just hug your knees into your chest. Give your lower back just a little bit of a stretch after that. All right, we're going to bring your legs up to tabletop, both of them. Hands by your side. Just bring them out about 45 degrees from there. Good. Now just check how you're feeling here. Check that your back isn't arching. You want to try and keep it relatively flat for this exercise. We're going to do some rotations. If you find this is too much for your lower back or for your abdominals, just do this with your feet on the ground. So the options with your feet on the ground will just be lowering your knees to one side and using your side abdominals, your obliques, to lift those knees up and over to the other side. So that's still going to be working your core. So that's a good beginner one to do if you're not used to Pilates. If you have done this before, bring your legs up to tabletop. That should feel comfortable. And we're going to go over about 45 degrees to the side, keeping your shoulders down. And inhale, lift those knees up. Once you pass the midline, exhale over to the other side. Try to keep your knees of equal length as well. So you just have to kind of hitch that top knee a little bit to be equal length to the bottom knee. Good. Really make sure jaw is relaxed, neck is relaxed. Don't want any clenching going on. You should feel this on those side abdominals. Stop at any time and hug your knees in and rejoin us when you can. Another option for this, if you have a Swiss ball, is you could put one of those large, big Swiss balls underneath your leg, so your calf muscles are resting on a ball. And that can even be a nice stretch as well. Good, let's do one more each side. Great, so if you'll just hug your knees in, make sure neck and shoulders are relaxed. Okay, we're going to stay with the knees in. We're going to do one called single leg stretch. So you're going to extend one leg out and have one knee in. Now, the lower the leg is to the ground, the harder you're going to be working your core. I might just move up a little bit. Okay, and switch them over. That's good. So we just hold for a second. That's it. Now, option for this, to make it easier, kick up higher, like that. If you feel like you want a bit more, lift your head and shoulders up as high as you can. Let it crunch those abdominals in. Good. Let's do another 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Relax that head down. Relax the neck completely. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Well done. All right. So we should all be warmed up now. Now we'll just work the muscles at the front. So I'm just going to try and work some muscles on the other side of us, on our lower back. So we're going to turn over onto hands and knees, the next one. Now, some people's wrists don't like having weight on them. So options are you can come up onto a fist like this, or the other option is to go down onto your forearms. All right, so let's get into the position. Make sure shoulders are over your hands, knees are underneath your hips, and you've got a fairly flat back. So if I was to come along and rest a pole along your back, it would sit quite nicely there. Okay, so we're just going to start off with extending one leg out. Make sure shoulders stay away from your ears as well. You don't want to hitch them up. So we're going to inhale, extend one leg out. Activate those buttock muscles on that side. Inhale, exhale in. Try not to touch the ground. Just come slightly past the other knee. Straight back out again. Squeezing those butt muscles. Good. Exhale in. Inhale out. Good. Now, just check how stable you feel here. If you feel like that's enough of a challenge for you, stay there. If you feel like you want a bit more, your options are to bring your hands in closer, to ultimately have one hand on top of the other, which will make it a little bit more wobbly. Good. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. If still you feel quite stable there, take your opposite hand off onto your lower back. Good. Let's do 5 more. This is good for glutes and also the muscles on your lower back as well. Good, couple more. Nice one. All right, let's swap sides. So just start with both hands on, get your posture right, shoulders away from the ears. Extend the other leg out and in, work those butt muscles as you lift. Then start challenging your balance. Do you want to bring your hands in, one on top of the other, or do you want to try having your opposite hand on your lower back? Make sure your shoulders stay the same height. The hand is off the ground. Squeeze the butt as you lift. Inhale, extend, exhale. Hips should stay the same level as well. As you lift, you don't want to feel like you're twisting at all. Good, a few more. Nice one. All right, back to the first leg. We're now going to extend that leg out. So just do a couple of reps before you decide what to do with your hands. You're going to tap the foot down and squeeze the butt as you lift it up. Down and up. Good. So do what you want to with your hands. Bring them closer together or opposite hand on your lower back. We've got 10 more. 1. Keep your spine completely still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Let's swap sides. Other thing I haven't mentioned is you want to keep your eyes probably down just a bit in front of your hands. Try not to be looking up ahead of you just to protect your neck. So other leg going out. Adjust your hands where you want them. Let's go. Good. Let's do 8 more. 1. Really squeeze that butt as you lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's great. All right. now, option just for a bit of a plank. Feel free to do this on your knees like this. So try that. If you feel like that's enough, stay there. If you know you're strong with planks, come up onto your toes. And we're going to just alternate the legs. So it looks like that if you're on your toes. If you're on your knees, keep a knee bent and lift like that. So working your core plus your glutes at the same time. Good. 2 more on each side. Keep your shoulders over your hands. Good. And drop your knees. Have a stretch back. Have a break. You're doing well. All right. We're going to finish off with some side lying glutes. So for this one, if you've got your theraband or a loop, place this around your knees if you want to. Otherwise, you can easily do it without any extra resistance. If you've got a cushion or a rolled up towel nearby, that can be nice just to place underneath your neck for this one. Otherwise, just make sure your head's comfortable either on an outstretched arm or fold it up a bit, whatever's good for your neck. Make sure your neck is tucked up. Top shoulder rolled back. We're going to lift the top leg. Inhale up against the band if you've got the band. Exhale down. Try to keep that top leg long as well, so it's almost probably the same length as your other leg. So you inhale, think of reaching it along the way from you. Exhale down. Good. So we're working the muscles around the hips here. We've done a few glute exercises today, so don't worry if you feel those muscles in your top. So with these ones, by the end of it, you do want to feel the fatigue. So if you're not feeling the fatigue, please just do a few more reps. So when this video finishes, you can go back and do another step. So that's how you'll get stronger. Working the fatigue when you're doing a good posture. Good. All right, we're going to hold it at the top and do some pulses. 10 quick ones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. All right, bend the knees up. So again, we want to make sure the legs are a decent length. So look down. Naturally, your bottom leg will go a bit longer. So just bring that top one forward a bit. Feet stay together. I don't mind too much if your legs are in front of you more or back more. Just work out what feels better for your lower back, really. If you know your back likes flexion, bring it up. If you know your back prefers a bit more of an arch, come back a bit. Feet stay together, shoulders relax. Inhale, lift. Make sure don't lift so high that you rock there. Keep your hips one on top of the other. Exhale down. You should hopefully be starting to warm up. Feel something around that hip glute area. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. A little bit like what we actually started with lying on your back. And then we at the time of doing it, gravity. Okay, let's do a hold. This can be a bit of a killer, so it's optional. If you're already fatigued enough, stop. Otherwise, lift up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Great, we're going to swap sides now. Repeat it all again. Okay, roll your top shoulder back, lifting up, reaching long through that top leg, so you're almost creating a little tunnel under here. Inhale up, exhale down. Make sure your neck and jaw are relaxed. Second side can sometimes feel harder because it's been supporting you on the first side, or you might find you just have one slightly weaker side that you'll feel it more on. Good. A few more there. Trying to get to a bit of fatigue. Okay, we're going to hold the next one up there and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep pulsing if you're not fatigued. Otherwise, bend your knees up. Make sure knees are equal length, feet are together. Again, create that tunnel, just lift a little bit there. Shoulders relax, lift up, inhale up, exhale down. Good. Don't worry if that knee's starting to shake. It's a good sign. It means that you're fatiguing. Good. A few more here, then I'm going to do a hold. Lift up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let's finish off with some stretches. Have a lay onto your back. Take the band away if you had it there. So 1 foot on the other thigh, pull the leg in towards you, and we'll just stretch out the glute. Good. So trying to push the knee away from you. Your hand should be sort of in that sort of gap between the two legs, pulling it in. So I hope you've enjoyed the session today, that you got something out of it. It was our first one, so hopefully there weren't too many technical issues. Hopefully the sound was okay, but please give us some feedback. Anything you feel that we can improve on, we'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's swap legs. Our next live session was planning on Caitlin, one of our physios, doing one on Wednesday at 12:15. She plans on making it a bit about the spinal, so back mobility and strength, and improving posture. So particularly good for those of you who are working from home at the moment, or are home with kids a bit more than usual, or just, you know, your routine has changed and you might be like, well, we're hearing it a lot from our patients at the moment. People are feeling a bit stiff and potentially a bit sore, so that'll be a great one. So tune in for that. We'll put that up on the Facebook page as well. Great. Now I just want to throw one extra stretch in for your upper back, the clamshell stretch. Just drop your top knee in front, one hand in front of the other, lift it and rotate around. Keep your knee down, don't let it rotate with you, and you feel a nice stretch in the middle of your back. Good. Just do 2 more on this side. This is a really nice stretch for if you're sitting a lot, or if you just feel a bit stiff in that upper back. Stretches a bit through the chest too, which is nice. Okay, let's swap sides, and then we're done. Good. Have a cushion under your head if you've got something that's nice in there. If you feel particularly tight, feel free to hold this one a bit longer. Great, so 3 of them, and then you're done. So thank you so much for joining in on our first live Facebook class. Yeah, we plan to do a few more, particularly during this COVID restrictions time. Potentially we might do some through Instagram as well. So please let us know if you prefer Facebook or Instagram as a platform for this, whatever's easier for you. Cancer Rehab Awareness Week is also coming up on the week of September the 7th to the 13th. I'm a cancer rehab physio as well. And so that week's we're trying to raise awareness of the benefits of cancer rehabilitation, and we'll be running a couple of live classes to also try and raise some money to help fund people through cancer rehabilitation. So thanks again so much for joining in. Have a great day, stay safe, and we'll hopefully see you again next time.